Hello there. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to share something with you. You know, sometimes I wear eyeglasses, but I certainly do not wear rose-colored glasses. And I'm going to explain that. You know, my newest book, Daily Devotions for Grandmothers, will release on September 1st. And I hope you get a chance to see it and maybe get a copy for yourself. And you know, when we think about the role of a grandmother, the vocation of a grandmother, you know, we know that usually Catholic grandmothers are the keepers of the faith, and they usually hand down the faith to the children, to the grandchildren. And we think of, you know, our past perhaps and what our grandmothers meant to us. But I wanted you to know that I am fully aware that not every situation is ideal. Not every circumstance, and so we might come into that role of being a grandmother, you know, this beautiful vocation, thinking certain things, and it turns out maybe it's not exactly what we thought, or maybe it's, you know, much better than we thought. So I hope to address different issues and challenges in this book, and I hope and pray it touches the hearts of grandmothers all around the world. But I wanted to mention that I do not wear rose-colored glasses. I'm fully aware of reality, the reality of life and how the world is today. And that's really why I wanted to write this book, to offer this encouragement and great hope for grandmothers, and lots of church teaching and compelling stories are woven throughout too. So I'm going to read a bit of the introduction of my book, so you'll get an idea of why I said I don't wear the rose-colored glasses. But the book is much more than that. I just thought I would mention that to you. And I hope you're doing well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at some time in the near future, hopefully. God bless you. God love you. In my introduction, I talk about many incredible parts of a grandmother's role, how unique it is, how beautiful it is, even how heroic it is. And I go on and on about the many blessings, but I also speak about some of the challenges. And I'll read a little bit from the introduction right now. So here we go. It's important to acknowledge that the vocation of being a grandmother can be challenging. A grandmother I know shared with me that she has shed many tears over her role. She thought it would be very different from what she experienced. With time and prayer, she now views her role in a new light. My friend began to understand that there was a whole lot more involved in being a grandmother. For instance, sometimes there's the challenge of not interfering with the way in which the parents are raising the grandchildren. Here is where continual prayer for her grandchildren's spiritual well-being comes into play. Another challenge grandmothers may face is that not everyone has the blessing of seeing her grandchildren regularly because they might live far from one another. My grandchildren live about a 3-hour drive from me. I wish they were next door. When we cannot get together in person, we do video conferencing, and I thank God for modern technology. Some grandparents may not be able to see their grandchildren at all. They may be estranged in some way, perhaps because of broken families or because the adult children have left the church and don't want their church-going parents, the grandparents, to influence their children. Or if the grandchildren are older, they themselves may be in conflict with their grandparents. In these or many other scenarios, grandmothers may hold intense pain in their hearts because they cannot see their grandchildren. And then I give some real-life examples as well in the introduction. So there's this to the book as well. So I wanted you to know that I try to address some of the challenges, and I try to give lots of encouragement, and I pray that the book will nurture a grandmother's heart and give her a lot of encouragement so she won't feel alone in this beautiful vocation.